So today is the 4th of August, and that is the day Britain declared war on Germany in the First World War, World War One, or the Great War. And they sort of do it at 11 o'clock at night, so I've got a few hours to go yet till the actual moment. But obviously a significant moment for Britain, and I've got this book which is fascinating. It's not actually day by day. There's a few days where they don't have anything to report, but it is very good. It follows, standard narrative, because there are people who hold other points of view as usual, but this moment is worth the bother. So here we have politics, Britain, government declares war at 2300 hours, as the Germans reject the British ultimatum requesting that their troops leave Belgian soil. So yeah, significant stuff. It's less than 20 days from there till the Battle of Mons, and it'll probably take me that long to make these figures. So I'll make a start, and we will track their progress and see if we can get them done by the anniversary of Mons. I'm making a right hash of that. I knew what I was going to say until I turned the camera off. Anyway, let's do some figures. We have the 110th anniversary of the start of the Great War, and I think by now various countries, nations and empires had mobilised and challenged each other and done all kinds of strange paperwork things to upset each other, and possibly one or two had actually declared war. But to start it off, for me, I'm sticking with the British because I am British, and there you go. That's all. That's all. Although I really like, I do like the Germans. I like their gear, what they wear. I like their kit, all of that. So I'll be doing German stuff. But I wish you could get more Austrian things. I know some Eastern European manufacturers do some stuff, but fascinating society about to dissolve. But anyway, today we have ICM. I think they did that Walking Dead thing from the Game of Thrones, possibly one other that I've done. I can't remember. Grendel. He might have been somebody else. Anyway, we have World War One British Vickers machine gun crew, or machine gun and crew. And what better way to start off, because these guys held a bridge at Mons in one of the first conflicts of the war, and probably the first outright battle that the British had in the opening months. And we will get two guys, very brave men they were. One got killed, one got captured. I mean, the whole machine gun crew got killed apart from one who got captured. So I will try and do this with some reverence. Anyway, hold on. Now, I've been taking the lid on and off this thing all day. I say the word reverence and I can't take it off. But anyway, interesting, different way of doing things. You get a nice white box with just a lid. Fair enough. Missing an opportunity to advertise your other products on the back, but that's their business. There we go. I've looked at this already. I'm not going to act. You get the machine gun, you get the crew, and then you get, as you often find, a substantial sprue with loads of bits of gear. Here we go. loads of bits of gear which are just sort of, you know, you get them in every pack, generic. Interestingly, I think you get two, oh I love this. Anyway, I think you get two machine guns and two stands. So I could get something else out of it as well. Looks like an interesting little model he's got there, doesn't it? So, oh yeah, and this is also interesting. The instructions are not standard, and the painting and stuff isn't completely standard. So you get a bit on how to do the machine gun, and you get the parts. Two machine guns. They don't appear to be one side or another, they're two different types. And the tripods are for lying or sitting. Here we go, Vickers machine gun in sitting firing position and in prone firing position. We will be doing prone. And then you get the fellas. The one thing that's bothering me about this is khaki is a very hard colour to do. And I've heard several times that the Germans refer to the British as wearing mud or a dirty brown. So I'll be working on that then. I've come outside to get a good look at the colours. This is the instruction sheet and everything's green. In fact, the pack and the webbing look like cockpit interior green, which I know isn't right. Getting khaki right is really hard. And then you go to Osprey and there's this wishy-washy thing which doesn't look at all accurate. I mean, that looks like desert gear. So come on somebody, make a decision. So even in the daylight I'm not happy. So I'm going to fudge my way through. Painted bits, not everything. And so sprayed it dark brown, then dry brushed some green over the top, and then over the top of that dry brushed paint from one of those little squirty tube things by Humbrol of khaki, no less. What a surprise. Just to give it a bit of texture and a bit of variety. So I'm going to glue the figures together apart from their heads and then carry on painting from there. Right, here we go then. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm being shouted at the minute I press record, but so here's the majority of the figures. I've put one head on because I don't want to get the heads muddled up, and I think I'm about there with the colour. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. What was I on about colour? It's pretty much where I want it to be. Obviously I've got to do some touching up, and I've got to paint the faces and the hands, obviously. So yeah, I put one head on just to reduce confusion, and one arm here is a little bit loose, which is allowing me to tidy up the gun and then you know, make sure everything's at the right angles. So I think that's our first step done. Therefore I will say thanks for watching for now. It's an interesting moment we're marking. Not the Battle of Mons itself, not yet, but the moment Britain entered the First World War, or declared war. So thanks for watching, more soon.